Let me tell you something. I just had a real live health scare. I just got released from the hospital. I was getting spasms in the heart. My heart was pounding real hard. You could almost see it coming out my chest. It was tough. And I waited a couple days because I'm strong-minded, but at a certain point, I just started getting pain all in my arm, pain in my back. It started going around my body, and I had to go to the emergency room. And in that emergency room, the doctor told me, he said, man, why you ain't been come to the hospital? Why y'all ain't been bring him? He could die. He could have died. He might not make it now. And they started running all these scans and autopsies and all these type of things on me that I don't even know. You understand me? And it started to dawn on me, man. Lord, is this it? Lord, please help me. All I could call on is God. And it started to also hit me about the things that didn't matter no more. Who you beefing with, who you creeping with, and who you sleeping with, that don't matter no more. All that designer clothes and all the cars you got, all the money you got saved up, all the money you put on jewelry, that didn't matter to me no more. All the things that I thought matter at that point didn't matter. All I really wanted is to live. And it started to hit me by holding all that money to your ear. All these people showing off all that money on the internet. It started to hit me that don't matter. Because if you get into a hospital situation where you in a real life, truth or dare, health care situation, man, you can't afford it. Because let me tell you something. That hospital bed costs $100,000 a night. Every day you sit there. So all that money you holding up to your ear, go purchase you some health care. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get into a life and death situation, it gonna take every dime you got, your mama got, and your family got just to keep you from checking out. I was fighting for my life. And it dawned on me, all these beefers you got, all this beefing in the street, all this beefing on the internet, beefing on the beat and all that don't matter no more, man. Was it worth it? I started to think about some of the regrets that people in my shoes go through. Like it's some people out here that really don't be theyself. They spend their whole life trying to be somebody else. They wish they had been theyself. They wish they had the courage to be theyself. I started to think about the things I wish for. I wish I had more time to spend time with the people that I love and cherish the most. I wish I had more time to build my spirituality. I wish I made more time for God. Did I do the right thing with God? Did God hear my prayers? Did I pray enough? Did I make spirituality a priority instead of a regular whenever I feel like, dang, only when I get some good or when I'm going through a hard time is when I pray? Did I pray enough? Did I make that a priority? I wish I hadn't spent so much time working. I'm working every day. I'm doing videos every day. I'm working hard. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make money. But guess what? All that ain't even matter no more when you on your deathbed. I done spent my whole life working and I didn't live. I wish I hadn't spent too much time working like I did. I wish I had discovered my purpose earlier in my life. That started to hit me like, why I wasted time on doing things that I wanted to do instead of finding out the purpose that God made for my life. I wish I would have had found my purpose earlier. I wish I would have had learned to express my feelings more. Tell people I love you. Tell people how much I care about you. Show caress to people instead of stressing people. I wish I had the courage to show my feelings more instead of hiding pride in my body and in my mind and in my heart. I wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about things that never happened. Just what ifs, all the what ifs that doubted me and killed my drive. I started to regret that and I started to ask God, give me one more shot, Lord. I wish I had taken more risks. It's a lot of risks I ain't taking in life. And I wish I would have took the risk so I could really live this thing we call life. I wish I would have cared less about what other people thought about me. I'm worrying about what people think about me or what they feel about me and who like me. But guess what? It didn't matter when I was sitting on my deathbed. I wish I would have had realized earlier that happiness is a choice. You could choose to be happy, and you don't put your happiness in the hand of another man. I wish I would have knew that. Happiness ain't in the form of materialistic things or experiences. It's all within your mind, and it starts with you. I wish I would have knew that. I wish I would have loved more. I wish I would have had love more. I wish I would have showed people love more. The love thing, it really bothered me because I'm so cold and I got a lot of trauma and I'm going through a lot. And I regretted being so cold to different people in circumstances that I could have just loved them and showed them what I feel for them. I wish I would have took better care of myself. See, we smoking and we drinking every day and putting poison in our body, and we think we living our best life. We ain't getting enough water or eating enough fruits and vegetables that grew from the soil up. We eating all these processed food, these hamburgers, these McDonald's, Burger King, sending me to the goddamn hospital on my deathbed. And I should have took care of myself better. I should have ate more salad, a salad a day, keep the pain away. I wish I had been a better spouse to some of my ex-girlfriends who I took down through there. I wish I would have been a better spouse to the woman I was with. I started to regret that. I started to regret how I was treating women on that deathbed. I wish I would have paid less attention to other people's expectations of me and started to worry about what I expect of myself. I'm worried about what everybody else expects of me, but I ain't living for me. I started to think about that. Then I started to think about people that was in my similar situation at that current moment, that worked a job that they couldn't stand for the man that they couldn't stand. And they had boss mans that they couldn't stand. And they should have quit that job and found something else to do because they live for a good time and not a long time. I started to put myself in other people's shoes. I started to think about I should have stayed in touch with some of my old friends, some people that I grew up with, so they really know me. They know the transition. They know the transgression. They know what I go through. They know the frustration. They really know me. But I done got in touch with new people because new money done came about. So now I got new friends because I got a new dollar amount. I wish I would have stayed down with some of my old friends. I started to regret things. I wish I would have spoke my mind more. I'm worried about how people gonna feel or how it affect people, but it was real and I should have said that. So I should have spoke my mind more. I wish I wouldn't spend too much time chasing the wrong things. I'm out here buying jewelry, buying designer, buying cars, all to impress other people because we don't buy this for ourselves. We buying it for everybody else because the truth is, even if you got 100 cars, you can only drive one. If you got 100 rooms in your house, you can only sleep in one. If you got 100 watches, you can only wear one. Yeah, I started to think about the things I need instead of chasing the things that I want. Understand what I'm saying? I wish I would have had more children at that point. I'm thinking, I said, I just got a couple of kids. I wish I would have had more kids to carry on this legacy. I wish I would have touched more lives. Did I touch enough lives, Lord? Did I touch people? Did they hear me? Did they hear my prayers? Did they hear my cries? I start to think about that. Did I fulfill my purpose? I wish I would have touched more lives. I wish I would have thought about life's big question earlier. What you came to do? Am I prepared to do what I came to do? There's a lot of big questions in life that you need to think about earlier o'clock that you ain't thinking about until you're shot, until you're going through a situation where you ain't gonna be here no more or you might not make it, and you start to think about what life got for you. Man, let me tell you something. I wish I would have traveled more. Did I see the world? Did the world was bigger than my block? Did I go do that, Lord? Did I see everything you made before I perish, before I die and my soul get delivered back to you? I started to think about, man, did I stand still or did I get here? Did I get where you want me to be? I wish I would have lived more in the moment instead of letting my phone camera see the food before my eyes see the food. I should pay more attention to seeing things with my two eyes instead of letting a camera see things before I see it. Because now in the era we in, everybody pull out a camera and film things instead of taking the things in their memory bank, because that's the only bank account that you could stay, that's going to stay with you when you die, is your memory bank. Not your bank account, not your phone account, not your Gmail account. But you around here recording everything, showing everything instead of showing yourself and living in the moment. I wish I would have pursued my dreams more. It's some things that I wanted to do that I keep procrastinating to do, and I'm tired of putting it off tomorrow, next month, next year. Man, let me tell you something. On that deathbed that I was just on, man, let me tell you something, man. I had to be strong, and God put one more in there. He put one more heartbeat. And that's why I'm here to tell you this today, and I'm delivering this message through God to let you know, don't die with no regrets. Don't regret nothing you do. Live for you and stop trying to impress the people around you. As bad as my kids want to be in that bed with me, they couldn't go with me. As bad as the people around me that I know love me want to be in that bed with me, they couldn't go with me. Only you could go, and only you know, and only God know. But let me tell you something. Do not regret anything you do in life, and don't leave nothing on the table. Roll the dice. Take the risk. Take care of yourself. Because I went through something, man, that changed my mindset for the rest of my life. And I plan to make the rest of my life the best of my life. But let me tell you something. I had to go through what I went through because I realized I'm working too hard and I ain't enjoying life. Today is the oldest I ever been and the youngest I will ever be. I plan to live the rest of my life as the best of my life. I'm really about to live my best life, because I'm going through hard issues, and the heart is the engine to your body and keep your body going. And we never know that hour or that minute or that day that God gonna call us home. So please don't be doing nothing that you don't want to do. Make sure you living your best life out here. Make sure you working on a job you want to work on. Make sure you tell the people that you love them more. Make sure you check on people. Make sure you pay your respect to people. Make sure nobody got nothing bad to say. Make peace with your past so it don't mess up your future. I think about all that, and I plan to make transitions in my life that's gonna change me and make a better me. I want you to do the same thing. We here for a good time and not a long time. Please take the time while you got the time, and make sure you understand that. Make sure you live in the moment and not just reflect and be like, I wish I should have did this, or I wish I should have did that. Do it now. You only get one try. And sometimes opportunities don't come around but once in a lifetime. Live your life. And I want to thank everybody that checked up on me, messaged me, bought my shirts, subscribed to my YouTube channel, followed me on social media and did things to check up on me, man, and called my phone and all that. I really appreciate you. It means a lot. It let me know what I'm doing is really having a great effect on the world, and I plan to keep doing it as much as I can and as long as I'm gonna be here. I want to thank y'all for subscribing to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/NinoBrown305, and buying some of my merch from WeTheBusiness.com. And I just want to thank you for supporting me, man, and let me know what I'm doing really have an impact on the world, and I plan to keep going. Thank you so much, because you never know. Some people die and they never know that they was loved, and they never get. Martin Luther King never got to see his dream coming to a fruition. Now we able to be in the same room with a white and a black man because of Dr. King dream, but he never got to see it. It's a lot of things that happen that people preach for, never got to see. It's a lot of love that Kobe got when he died that he never get to feel. Nipsey Hussle and the rest of them, Pop Smoke and the rest of them. And I thank y'all for giving me the love while I'm still here. Thank you so much for watching We The Business.